Welcome everybody, I'm Mike. You're watching Off My Rocker, where we don't really sit around a whole lot. Today we're headed out to do a tarp shelter in the woods. Might do a little bit of hunting, see if we can get some fresh game. But one thing for sure, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's get going. I was at this place a couple of weeks ago and I built a stellar raised cot. I wanted to reuse it, but I'm gonna revamp it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do my tarp shelter just a little different. And we're gonna go and see if we can get some small game to cook up tonight. First things first, I gotta drop this pack and get my pellet gun out. And I already hear some squirrels barking at me. We're gonna see if we can go get one of them. Kind of hot. Now the pellet gun I'm using today is called an FX Impact. It's a 25 caliber pneumatically charged pellet gun. It's extremely accurate. And do you hear that squirrel behind me? Let's go get him. I'm ready. From here on out, we gotta be pretty quiet. There's generally a lot of squirrels, not very many rabbits, but both are in season, so we're gonna take what we get and hopefully make a meal out of them tonight. The leaves are like Rice Krispies. It's really loud out here. 4 days ago, it was a mud pit. Today, it's dry as can be. So I gotta be really careful, really quiet. I know there's a trail down here. If I can get on that trail, it'd be a lot quieter for me to still hunt up to these different areas where I'm gonna find animals. I can hear some cutting on nuts over here. I'm gonna go this direction. I got one right over here on the ground. I'm gonna get to a tree and get a shot on him. Oh yeah, I got him. He went down in the creek down there. Well, I got my squirrel. He went down in the creek here somewhere. I don't see him from the bank. I gotta go around and get down in the creek. Ah, there he is, right over there. There's dinner, guys. Looks like a drowned rat. He fell into this creek, but plenty for a meal for me. I'm gonna get him cleaned up since I got running water right here and head back to camp, get our tarp up, get a fire going, start cooking dinner. And there we go. We got dinner. I actually walked quite a ways before I saw any squirrels to shoot at, but that one was pretty much a gimme. He was on the ground not too far from me. I got a long ways to go back to camp and we're running out of daylight. So like usual, I'm running behind. Let's get back to camp and get things going. Camp's not too far. It all looks the same around here. I'm getting close though. I'm hiking back as fast as I can. Actually a little out of wind. Sure glad I got that squirrel. Otherwise it was going to be spicy deer sticks and fried potatoes and onion. I think the squirrel's probably going to be better. I mean, I like those deer snack sticks, but squirrel was on the menu and we got one. Well, there's camp. First things first, I gotta hurry up and get a fire going so I got some coals to cook dinner. Well, I got my dinner up and off the ground. Let's get this fire going. I'm using cotton balls that have some petroleum jelly on them. Just like that. Nice thing about these, they burn for quite a while. Brought a camo tarp on this one. All right, well, got my tarp up. I'm all ready to start cooking. I'm gonna start prepping up the squirrel and get the rest of my stuff going. I have got all kinds of things. The squirrel's on, and I got to get some more firewood. It's going to be a long night if I don't have some firewood. I'm going to let him just slow cook for a while. It's still early. It's winter, so it gets dark really early. But yeah, I'm going to get some firewood, and I'll come back, and once I got enough firewood for the night, I'll finish cooking everything up. And I wish I had smell-o-vision. These smell so good. Let's see if our squirrel's done. He could go just a little longer. Well, squirrel needs a little more time, but I'm gonna eat my potatoes. I wish we had smell-o-vision because they just smell so good. Oh yeah. Fried potatoes over a campfire. I don't know if it gets any better than this. So good. You know, I think when you're cooking over a campfire, it's a lot tougher than cooking at home. You really appreciate it a lot more. Well, I gave the squirrel another 10 minutes. Let's see how it did. All right, that squirrel is done. How tender is it? Not very. Still pretty chewy. I brought some barbecue sauce. I'm gonna have this squirrel with barbecue sauce. Hey, you know what? Barbecue sauce on squirrel ain't bad. Not bad at all. I think next time I'll cook him a little longer, but for tonight, he's well done. Heck yeah. That's actually the best squirrel I've ever had. That's pretty good. You know the best thing about this meal? It's 100% biodegradable, zero landfill. Pretty awesome. Well, I'm stuffed. So I brought a couple extra tarps, one to cover the cedar boughs so they don't poke a hole in my air mattress, and another one because when I get out of bed in the morning, I hate stepping on dirt and sticky twigs. So I'm gonna lay one down as a mat, and I'm gonna lay one down as a protector for my air mattress. All right, you guys, my belly's full. That squirrel was actually delicious. The fried potatoes were stellar. I'm gonna rehydrate a little bit and go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's time to get up, get the fire started, and get some breakfast going. It's gonna be a beautiful day out. Well, let's see if we got any coals left to start the fire. Well, we're gonna have to start from scratch. There's no coals left. This morning we're gonna start the fire with 30-year-old fire starting sticks. I hope they work. And I got a Bic lighter to start them. Well, I'm going to do a little house cleaning while that fire's burning down to coals where I can cook. So, figured something out last night. One of these tarps is going to do the bed and a floor mat. I'm just going to cut it in half. That way I don't have to bring two, just less weight. Well, it started off as an omelet and ended up being a scramble, but it's going to taste really good. I did have hot water on the fire. It tipped over and spilled. So I'm not going to have tea or coffee this morning because the creek is too far to go to. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ham, mushrooms, actually it's Canadian bacon, mushrooms, cheese, and eggs. Delicious. These little cutie oranges are terrific, and they fit right in my egg carrier. When you put the peels off these little cuties in the fire, it smells all citrusy in your camp. That hit the spot, but it's time to start packing up and hit the trail to get back to the house. Hey, if you're still watching, I want to thank you for clicking on this video. I really enjoyed making it. Had some great meals out there, a lot of fun camping overnight. If you like these kind of videos and you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you hit the bell button every single time I make one of these videos, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next adventure.